Ghost types across cultures, real beliefs in folklore. Across every culture and time period, people have believed in the presence of ghosts, the restless spirits of the dead who cannot move on to the afterlife. Whether seeking revenge, redemption, or simply a way to communicate with the living, ghosts come in all shapes and forms. But here's the real question. What would you do if you encountered one of these spirits? Would you try to help them move on, run in fear, or even seek to control their power? Let's explore the different types of ghosts across cultures and imagine how you might face them. After all, these spirits don't just haunt stories, they could haunt your life. Yūrei, the restless spirits of Japan. In Japanese folklore, the Yūrei are the spirits of those who died under tragic or violent circumstances, souls that weren't able to move on due to unfinished business, vengeance, or sorrow. Yūrei are typically seen as pale, ghostly figures, often dressed in white burial kimono with long, disheveled hair. Their souls wander the earth in search of justice or peace, and they are often seen in places where they met their untimely death. But there's also the Onri, a more dangerous form of Yūrei, bent on revenge and capable of causing destruction or death. Think of the spirits that haunt the dark alleys in horror films. This is the real-world inspiration. So, what would you do if you encountered a Yūrei in your home, or an Onri with vengeance in her eyes? Would you try to help her find peace, or would you flee in fear, unsure of what she might do next? Poltergeists, the noisy spirits of Europe. Next, we move to poltergeists, spirits known for their ability to create chaos throwing objects, making loud noises, and generally wreaking havoc on the living. Poltergeists are often described as invisible forces, but their presence is marked by physical disturbances, doors slamming, objects flying through the air, and unsettling noises echoing in empty rooms. Unlike typical ghosts, they are active and aggressive, disrupting daily life. Imagine sitting quietly in your living room, and suddenly objects begin to move, plates crashing, books flying off shelves, lights flickering on and off. Now ask yourself, what would you do in this situation? Would you investigate, trying to understand the source, or would you call for help, hoping to rid your home of the poltergeist, chaotic presence? La Llorona, the weeping woman of Latin America. From Latin American folklore, we hear the chilling tale of La Llorona, the weeping woman. La Llorona's legend has spread across Mexico, Central America, and the southern United States, where she is said to roam near rivers and lakes, eternally mourning her lost children, whom she tragically drowned in a fit of rage. Her crying can be heard in the distance, and those who hear her are said to be in danger of becoming lost in the water, just as she did. In some versions, La Llorona lures children to watery graves, mistaking them for her own. So, if you were walking by a river at night and heard a woman crying, would you follow the sound out of curiosity, or would you run, knowing the curse La Llorona carries could claim your life as well? The Wendigo, the cannibal spirit of North America. Moving to North America, we come across the terrifying Wendigo, a malevolent, cannibalistic spirit from Algonquin folklore. The Wendigo is said to possess people, turning them into monstrous creatures driven by an insatiable hunger for human flesh. This spirit is often depicted as gaunt and emaciated, with glowing eyes and long claws, forever wandering the forest in search of its next meal. The Wendigo is relentless, and its hunger can never be satisfied. Imagine being in the deep, dark woods, hearing something scratching at your tent. You feel eyes watching you. Is it an animal? Or is it something worse? Now, what would you do? Would you confront this terrifying creature, or would you flee, knowing that it's better to survive than fight such an invincible force? Jinn, the spirits of the Middle East. In Middle Eastern and Islamic folklore, the jinn or genies are supernatural entities made from smokeless fire. Jinn have the ability to possess humans, shape-shift, and influence the physical world around them. While some jinn are benevolent, many are malevolent, causing harm or destruction to those they encounter. Unlike ghosts, jinn are not spirits of the dead, but beings that exist in a parallel world. They are also said to have the ability to grant wishes, but at a terrible cost. Imagine encountering a jinn that offers you a single wish, one thing you desire more than anything. But at what price? What would you do? Would you accept the jinn's offer, knowing that the consequences might be more than you can handle? Or would you turn away, afraid of the jinn's wrath? Shadow people, the dark figures of the paranormal. Finally, let's talk about the shadow people, dark, humanoid figures that many people have seen out of the corner of their eye. These shadowy entities are often seen in dark rooms, sometimes standing motionless, other times moving quickly just out of sight. Shadow people are one of the most mysterious paranormal phenomena, often associated with evil spirits or manifestations of negative energy. They appear in the corner of your vision, but when you turn to face them, they vanish, leaving behind a sense of dread. Imagine you're in your room late at night, and you feel a cold presence. You turn, and there's a shadow figure, barely visible in the corner, watching you. What would you do? Would you stay and try to confront the shadow, or would you run? Now that we've explored these terrifying ghosts, spirits, and entities, we return to the most important question: what would you do? Would you face the vengeful Yūrei? Confront the chaos of a poltergeist? Or would you dare to face Llorona's sorrow, or the insatiable Wendigo? Would you trust a jinn with a wish, or run from the shadow people that lurk just out of sight? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content. In the next video, we'll explore real-life haunted locations where some of these entities might just be waiting for their next encounter.